I make millions of dollars per second, have every single rare plant, and so much more inside of Plants vs. Brainrot. And if you guys want to be just like me in this game, I've compiled the biggest list of 17 tips that I've used in this game myself to earn billions of dollars, tons of brain rots, and so much more inside of Plants vs. Brainrot. Even if you guys are an absolute pro in this game, there is at least one tip in this video that you guys would not know about and will help you make billions or even trillions. I met up with the top 1 player in the world for some of the tips in this video to get advice from the man himself for what you guys need to do. So make sure you guys stick around to the end of the video so you guys don't miss anything. So the first tip I have to get rich in Plants vs. Brainrots is to place plants during weather events, guys. I can't stress how important this is. As you guys can see, every hour that goes by, there starts a 15-minute timer of a weather event, and sometimes it's a frozen one. Well, most of the time it's frozen one. So you can see it's 8 minutes past the hour, so we still have more time on the frozen event. And pretty much what this is it has a chance of plants and brain rots to become frozen. And if you guys don't know what frozen is, it's one of these mutations that you guys can get on your plants to increase the cash value. Basically, I can place them down and have a chance for it to do more damage. So if I just come to this frozen Mr. Carrot here, this does 28,000 damage. And this really big Mr. Carrot only does 14,000. So it doubles your damage. So I can just get these cactus seeds right now, and I can just place them all down, and they will have a chance to become frozen since they're in the frozen event. And you guys should definitely do this. As you guys can see here, we got a frozen one right here, which does 96 damage. And then we have a regular one that does 15 damage. We have a gold one that does 22. So it's safe to say that frozen does way more than you normally should. So if you guys get a super good seed like a Tomatria or a Mr. Carrot seed, definitely make sure you save it until a weather event like frozen, because trust me, it is going to be so worth it. The next tip is to join the admin abusers, guys. I just did an interview with the #2 player in the world, and you see all of those neon Garama doing 114,000 per second. Those were all gotten through the admin abusers. So make sure you guys attend the admin abuse that happens on the weekends just before they release the updates, and you guys will be stacked in the game, I promise you. The admin abuse is at 8 AM EST on Saturdays, so make sure you guys are available for that. And even if you guys aren't able to go on for the admin abuse like I am, because it's at 3 AM for me, just make sure you guys have a good enough garden by then so you can hopefully just take out the things that spawn without actively being here shooting frost blowers and stuff like that. Speaking of frost blowers, tip number three is to just take advantage of these gears, guys. These gears are super important, and primarily the frost blowers and the frost grenades. So just make sure you guys come over here and get them, because the frost blower basically just slows them down and makes them easier to kill. Let's just see, if I just place this frost blower on this, I mean, obviously my things kill them immediately, but it basically just slows them down and gives you a little bit more time to kill these brain rots that come on through. Same thing as the frost bombs or something, whatever they're called, frost grenades. Let's see here, frost grenades. So you basically just throw them, and then they just deal a little bit of damage, make them go a little slower, and it's overall just a lot better to get good at this game. Now, tip number 4 is kind of related to those gears as well. Make sure you guys buy out these gears. I swear, bro. Make sure you guys, whenever they come in stock, every single 5 minutes, just make sure you guys buy every single thing out. Because as I said, frost blowers are super important, but also frost grenades, water buckets, and possibly these, they're not nearly as important as those 3, but make sure you guys buy them out. Because like these water buckets, for instance, help you grow plants quicker. So if you need something to grow urgently and you guys don't want to pay 200 Robux, just make sure you guys buy out a ton of watering cans or water buckets, and you guys will be able to do that super quick. As you guys can see, gear shop is restocked. I can come to the gear shop and buy out a whole lot more stuff. Look, 3 frost grenades, 3 water buckets, and a 1 of each of these. That's super overpowered. The next one is actually the group rewards. So just come over to the shop and scroll down. You guys will see these group rewards here. So all you guys need to do is like the game and join the Yogurt Games studio. And what you guys get from that is, I mean, you do get 5,000 cash, a banana gun. You guys also get plus 15% more money. And that is not just a one-time thing. That is a permanent buff. So every single time you claim your money, you guys get 15% more every single time. And that goes forever. So if you guys say like, oh, you know, I can't be bothered doing that, I'll do it tomorrow. Make sure you guys get it as fast as you can, because it's literally permanent. Speaking of that, the next tip is going to be in the shop once again, and it's actually the codes. Now, there's 3 different codes that are in the game right now and each give you insane buffs. The first one is Stacks, which gives you a free lucky potion. The next one is Frozen, which gives you a frost grenade, and Based, which gives you 5,000 cash. That will help you out in the early game, but Stacks for the free lucky potion is super overpowered, because if we look here, they're literally 180 Robux, which is not cheap. And it gives you a 2 times higher chance of getting good brain rots, and that is insane. And especially if you pair that with server luck, that is going to be extremely helpful. My next tip for you guys is, I swear guys, you guys need to take advantage of these rebirths. Now there's 2 rebirths in the game right now, but make sure you guys, whenever you are able to get a rebirth, don't wait. As soon as you guys can get a rebirth, do it as fast as possible. And there's actually a good tip for rebirths, which I'll talk about later on in the video as well, to make them super easy and to actually keep your brain rots. Just make sure you guys do that. I think the first rebirth, you guys will need a Bonbonbini Gusini and a Tralala Tralala and $1 million, which is not too hard if you guys play the game a little bit, or you guys can just go around and beg some people for them, because it's not that hard. However, once you guys do that, the next rebirth is going to be $50 million, as well as a Lavaca Saturno Saturnita and a Lost Tralala-ritos, which is slightly harder because they're both secrets, but I'm sure you guys will be able to do it. And why I'm saying doing rebirths is super important is because once you guys complete Rebirth 1, you do get 50% better luck, I think 50% more money. You guys also unlock the Fuse Machine, which is absolutely insane. And I'll talk about the Fuse Machine later because you guys need to utilize this thing. I swear it's super overpowered. But Rebirth 2 also just gives you more perks and a bigger land, but you guys don't really get anything too important from them, but you just need to do it to get the more money and the luck. Because literally, I don't spawn any rares anymore. If we just look at this track and you guys just continue watching throughout the video and look at the track, I promise you will never see a rare here. But just comment down below if you guys see a rare and prove me wrong, because I've never seen one. The next tip I can give you guys is to actually fill up your base as fast as possible. Each of these rows have 5 plants you can place on each of these columns. I mean, you need to place 35 plants, which is the max amount. Place them all down, and then if you guys get like a new plant, like a new Mr. Carrot or something, you can just delete it and then place that one down instead. But you guys just need to make sure you fill your plot up all the time. Now, I'm kind of guilty of this because I haven't, because I'm extremely organized. But if you guys aren't like a neat freak like me, definitely make sure you guys do that. The next tip I have for you guys, if you guys press the inventory button in the top left, make sure you guys just press equip best brain rots, because not only is this going to automatically equip your best brain rots, but it's also going to claim all of your money for you. As you guys can see, instead of just running through all of these claiming all your money, just press equip best brain rots, and look at that, I just got the money from all of the brain rots in one click. That is insane. Now the next tip, do you guys ever come over here to your shop literally every 5 minutes just to check if something is in stock, just for it to not be in stock, and then you have to log in every 5 minutes and get it, and it's a total pain? Now something you guys can do instead is to actually join the Plants vs Brainrots Discord server. This is not an ad, I just want to show you guys here. If you just come over to the stock update channel in the Plants vs Brainrots server, you guys can literally see every single thing that comes in stock in real time, every single time. And to make this even better, if you guys press channels and roles and choose here, choose what stock you want to be pinged for. This means that every time a Cocoa Tank, Carnivorous Plant, Mr. Carrot, or Tomatrio comes in stock, I will be notified with a little red ping on the server, which basically just tells me that I can come and claim these. But you can pick it for whatever you want. I don't know what this beanstalk is. I might as well just notify myself for that. But yeah, just every time a seed comes in stock and you guys get notified on the Discord server, you just need to join the game, claim the seed, leave, as easy as that. The next tip, especially if you guys are in the early game, you guys might see this baseball bat over here and be like, what the heck does this do? But pretty much, you guys can just go ahead and take out these guys without your plants, or you can just accompany your plants. As you guys can see here, every single time I click, I'm losing 20 damage on this brain rot. And if you guys are in the early game when the brain rots are like not that much health, then you guys can literally just take out the brain rots just by the bat by itself. And to make this even easier, if you can auto clicker, put it on 0 milliseconds, and spam click. Yeah, okay, this is a little bit overpowered. And just another tip on top of that, your friends can actually come over here and also hit your baseball bats. Oh my gosh, godly egg, no way. But pretty much your friends can literally just all come to your base and just all hit something together. So you guys can all hit stuff together and make it even faster to take out some of these brain rots if your plants aren't doing it. And another thing that your friends can do is actually use frost blowers, frost grenades, watering plants, and all of that stuff. Trust me, this is super overpowered, especially since you guys can have 5 people in a server server at once, that's 5 times the amount of damage, 5 times the amount of watering cans or whatnot, which is super insane. Now for the tip about rebirths I was talking about, you guys know if you rebirth, you actually don't lose your plants or your seeds. The only thing you guys lose is your brain rots. So if you guys don't want to lose all of the brain rots for your rebirth, all you guys need to do is get the money and the brain rots that you need to rebirth, like the Tralalero and the Bombabini Cucini for Rebirth 1. And then all you guys need to do is just transfer all of your brain rots to another account. Now you guys can do that by just getting the brain rots, getting like an alt account in the server, and then simply just gifting them all of your brain rots. And then once you've rebirthed, you can just go ahead and gift them all back on your alt account. Super easy, and you guys get to keep all of your stuff. This method is super broken. Now, as you guys might have seen earlier, I actually got these godly lucky eggs from the track. And basically what these do is they give you all a chance to get a guaranteed free godly, but that is not all. Like, I just got a Tralalero Tralala there. However, something else you guys can actually get, I don't think I have any because I think I hatched them all, but you guys can actually get the meme lucky eggs inside of this track right here. I didn't mean to open that, but as you guys all know, the meme lucky egg costs 250 Robux, and there's a 1% chance at a 25,000 per second base brain rot. That is one of the best in the game. Simply, instead of spending so much Robux on that, you guys can get it from this track. Now, for the very limited amount of time that I've been playing this game, like stats, 13 hours. Okay, that's kind of more than I thought. But I've gotten like, I think more than 5 of those meme lucky eggs in here. Just simply AFK, so I can just AFK and get free Robux stuff, which is pretty overpowered. But not as overpowered as this feature. If you guys come to your inventory once again and press auto sell, you guys will see this auto sell feature, and you might be wondering what this means. So basically, it'll start off like this, and you guys just basically click everything that you don't want. So everything that you automatically just want to get rid of, not keep in your inventory, you guys can do that because you actually have limited inventory space. But let's just see here. For me, I keep anything that is godly or above. So if I get a godly, secret, or limited, which are like the Robux ones, then I will get those in my inventory. So as you guys can see here, if I press brain rot only, I only have the secrets, limiteds, and godlies, and I just automatically sell all of the rares, epics, legendaries, or mythic. Now where it gets interesting is if you guys press the mutations button, and this is where it starts getting crazy. So let's just say I'm sick of, you know, just regular old secrets. So I'm just going to sell all of those secrets that are not galactic, or all of those secrets that are not rainbow or frozen, for example. So that means even if I get like a normal pot hotspot or like a normal Garammarama Ram, it's not going to count. I'm going to have to get it in neon or frozen if I want to keep it, which makes sure that your inventory stays super clean. But earlier on in the video, I said I was going to talk about fusing, so let's do it. Basically, how the fusing works is you guys just need to put in a certain plant, and then you're going to need to put in a brain rot as well, and then they'll fuse together to create a better brain rot. So let's just get a random plant like an eggplant here. And basically with this eggplant, I'm going to need to place a Burbaloni Lolly, which is a legendary. However, like the better plant you put in is the better brain rot you have to put in, and the better brain rot you will eventually get out of it. Now, I'm going to turn off auto sell for a Burbaloni Lolly just so we can get it, so I can show you guys exactly how good this fusion is. Alright, and nice, we got it. So once it gets to the end of the track, I'm just going to go ahead and put it in the machine just like that. And now once you've placed both of them, you guys can just fuse them together with a little bit of a timer. And as you guys can see, let's just take a look at a regular Burbaloni Lolly, because that one was obviously a gold, but I'm gonna just find a normal one. Well, not that one. Just so we can compare the price of this one and a new one that comes out of the fusion machine. Also, a little extra buff of the fusion machine is that you get stuff inside of your index that you wouldn't be able to get otherwise. All of the fusion things inside of the fusion machines are all exclusive to the fusion machine. So this Nubini Cactusini, Orangatini Strawberrytini, Svino Pumpkino, Berber Sour Fleam, Sunflower Fleam, Eggplanty Burbaloni, all of that stuff is exclusive to this machine. So if you guys want to complete your index, you guys have to do that. Hey, I mean, this Burbaloni Lolly is a bit bigger than usual, but look, it does $293 per second. Now, once this stops fusing, I'll go ahead and show you guys the brand new and improved stats with just an eggplant, which if you guys play the game a little bit, it's not that hard to get. All right, and it's about to end fusing. So remember, that did $293 per second. Oh, and we actually got a smaller one here. But let's see, the brand new brain rot that we get from this thing just by putting in an eggplant and our Burbaloni and waiting 3 minutes we get a brand new Eggplantini, which does $700 per second. I mean, if you guys aren't utilizing this fuse machine, I don't even know. Not to mention, it gives literally the best brain rot in the game, the Lost Mr. Caratitos. Look at this. Okay, this one does 31,000 and it's bad. This is 200,000 and that's a little good. I mean, you do need to put in a Mr. Carrot, and you also need to put in a Lost Tralaloritos, but it does give one of the best brain rots in the game. So, yeah, that's pretty good. And for the final tip, you guys might have seen these lawnmowers over here before, and this is not for aesthetic. As you guys can see, if there's just one brain rot on this track that I just can't happen to kill, all I need to do is just press the lawnmower, and just for 45 Robux, you guys can wipe out the entire row of brain rot. Now, I probably should have done that when I found this massive rainbow Lavaca Saturno Saturnita, but I was too busy flexing on my friend that I couldn't do it. But subscribe to not make that mistake like me. But anyways, those are all the tips in this video. Make sure you guys subscribe if this helped you out at all, because I'm sure at least one of these tips you guys would not have known. For an extra secret, if you guys made it this far into the video, make sure you guys comment down below cats, because behind this rock there's a little cat bird. I don't know why this is here, but apparently the dev loves cats. Okay, I'll see you later, bye.